What's up, everybody? Jay here. Today I want to talk to you about the recently revealed Batman Return to Arkham. Now, if you've been following for the past year or so, you've actually already known about this because everybody from insiders to news sites to the actual gamers, basically everybody but Warner Brother Games has already announced this and knew it was coming. But they officially revealed it today when they put out a trailer showing off the two remasters of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Now, my question is it too soon to return to Arkham? Because both of these games are 6 years and 4 years old, respectively. And we also just had Arkham Knight last year. So, I want to look real quick at kind of what they're offering here and give some thoughts on it. So, first, what they're offering is 2009's Arkham Asylum and 2011's Arkham City. Both were considered Game of the Years and both masterpieces in their own right. And they are getting graphical upgrades using the Unreal 4 engine. So, obviously, improved graphics, better models, textures, environments, lights, shaders, a few new bells and whistles. I think you get some candy canes and some lollipops with them. Anything else the Unreal 4 engine can throw in there. Now, that's all well and good, and it's going to take out some of the clunkiness that was especially in Arkham Asylum, that back in 2009 looked great, but today's standards, it's a little off, so that's going to help improve that. The only issue I have is that the revamp could possibly lock the game at 30 frames per second, which will irritate some people. If you're, a video file, it might be a little less than exceptional for you. Now, what else the game also offers is that it says that all of the DLC will be available for both games. Now, if you have Arkham Asylum, you know that means that you're going to get all of the combat and stealth challenge maps that came out for the game. The only thing they don't touch on, though, is the Joker DLC. Now, if you got Arkham Asylum for the PS3, you know about this because you got the Joker as a playable character in these combat and stealth challenge maps. So, is he going to be included in the Xbox One version? Is he going to be in the PS4 version because it's a Sony exclusive? Or is it not included at all? Now, for Arkham City, there was the Catwoman DLC, which included levels and stories and skins for her. And since she was shown so much in the trailer, I'm taking it that those will be included. Now, other DLC also saw the addition of Nightwing and Robin to the challenge maps, including skins for them. And then down the road, there was even more challenge maps and skins for all the various characters you could play as. I'm sure those will all be in there. But what isn't mentioned is if the DLC will include all of the skins that you could get for Batman. And I'm not talking about the ones that got re-released or released after the game came out. I'm talking about the pre-order skins. So if you got it from Amazon or Best Buy or GameStop or any other place, you were given a different skin depending on where you pre-ordered. Now, are those going to be included with this DLC or not? Now, for what we know is missing. First, there is no PC port announced for this collection. So that means that PC gamers, you don't have a means to obtain both games and its DLC all in one package, one download, one disc, however you're going to get it. Now, that might feel like a slight against the PC community, but after seeing Warner Brother Games' recent PC ports, so we're talking, Arkham Knight and Mortal Kombat X, this may be a mercy to you guys because their recent ports have been awful. You're not having to wait for day 1, day 10, day 50 patches to try to make a game you've paid for playable. Now, the second omission is that of Arkham Origins. Now, this is the only non-Rocksteady developed Batman game from the Arkham series, and it was less well received than its predecessors. It does have its place in the hearts of many Batman fans, especially after the release of Arkham Knight, which was even worse received, but it doesn't quite hold a candle to the other two. Arkham Origins does have a great story, and it has great character development, which some people think was lacking, not story, but the character development was lacking in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. But the combat, the additions, any of the changes they made, or even lack thereof, don't put it on par with the other two. Arkham Origins, at least worldwide, felt like a rehash of Arkham City. So, if Warner Brother Games is trying to showcase the finest that this Batman has to offer, Origins doesn't really belong. As much as I'd like it to be there, Origins doesn't really belong. So, final thoughts on this, on if you should return to Arkham or not. While I'm really against remastering a game that's no more than 6 years old, and actually it'll be 7 come August, so when this releases it'll still only be 6 years old, I'm against doing that too early. And yes, I get we've moved a generation on, but it feels too soon. But a chance to play these games again is very welcome. These are two of the best games that we've seen in the past 10 years. It showed that licensed properties, licensed superhero games, if anything, can be not just good or great, but amazing games. But Batman Arkham Asylum competed with Uncharted 2 for Game of the Year back in 2009. That's how well received it was. Now, the issue with not just re-releasing it is the price tag. It is $50 to get these. Now, yes, that includes all the DLC, all that stuff, but they are saying they're remastering older games. They are self-admitting these are older games now. Is $50 really worth the price tag? And I think for anybody who has played them recently, especially if you were getting ready for Arkham Knight and you went back and revisited all the games, or you already own them and whatnot, it's a little tough to justify $50, especially since these games themselves can actually still be bought in stores. It's not like the PS3 and the Xbox 360 are not, consoles that you have access to anymore. These games can be bought at your local Walmart. I have seen Batman Arkham City inside my Walmart recently. So for $50, especially with the exclusion of Origins, I think it's a tough sale. Now, for anybody who's only played one of these, hasn't played either of them, or especially hasn't played them recently, or maybe just got them from GameFly or something, this would be a good addition to have to your collection. You are adding two of the best games we've had in a while. You're adding all of the DLC. You're adding it in an upgraded version to the consoles you are currently using. So, if you don't have them yet, I would suggest getting this one. If you do have them, proceed with caution. And if you're a PC gamer, I'm with you. Wait it out. Be strong. Hopefully, they decide to port it over, and hopefully it's not a year after the release, and it's not some crappy version that you need to download 10 patches and lose your save files over. So, Batman Return to Arkham, going to be released on July 26th for the PS4, Xbox One, and eventually, hopefully, PC. So, if you guys like this video, give it a like. If you disliked it, you can hit the dislike button too. Tell me what was wrong with it. It doesn't matter to me, either one. All I ask is that you give the subscribe button a little bit of a tickle. I really appreciate it. It really helps. And I will see you guys next time.